Hey guys, Ryno Bones here, and today I've got something super special. I've got wood. So yeah, here we go. We've got these little wood tabs. Yeah, we can put stuff on here. We can attach them to a gift box. I can put them on Etsy. I don't know, there's lots of things I can do with it. Especially now that I've got the real product. It's a LaserPecker. This is a laser engraving device. You connect it up with your phone. You can engrave on wood. With the right tools, you can engrave on some glass. And yeah, there's lots of cool stuff that I've got planned for this. I'm actually super excited. Today, however, we're just going to put my pecker on some wood. First thing out of the box, we got some foam. Next thing out of the box is the actual product box. So yeah, I guess we'll open this instead. Nothing else in here. I tell you what, this LaserPecker is firmly slammed into that box. First thing out of the product box is a how to engrave perfectly instruction set. It has to be 200 millimeters above whatever you're lasering on. A couple different languages, and yeah, I'm actually going to have to use this so I don't burn the house down. We've got an offer for a free case, which I think I'm going to have to do. Got a nice little ruler here. It is exactly 200 millimeters. So yeah, we'll just make sure everything is about this size. We've got 3 sheets of cardboard to do some etching practice on. We've got an accessories pouch. Open this first. We've got an extendable and adjustable aluminum tripod. And we got these wicked green safety goggles because safety is #1 priority. Feel pretty smooth in these. I might have to wear these all the time. Next up, we've got this envelope. And inside the envelope is the real safety manual and instructions, as well as the QR code to download the app, because you can print whatever you want right from your phone. Next up, we got a power brick with a USB-C power cable, and it is very nicely done. And last but not least, we've got the LaserPecker itself. It is made out of metal. There's the laser part right there. Yeah, very nice, very nice. Very smooth on top. Looks like we've got a power button, we've got an adjustment button, and there's where we plug the USB-C cable in so we can have power. And of course, on the bottom of the unit, we do have threading so we can put it on a tripod. I'm going to get this thing put together, get the app on my phone. I think my first print is going to be with you guys, so we can see just how easy it is for somebody who just pulled this out of a box to use. Then I'm going to do some practice on my own and come back with my final results. And there we go, it took about a minute and a half, and yeah, this is the final result of my very first LaserPecker engraving. That is pretty cool. That is so much better than I was expecting, and yeah, I'm really glad that I got these little wooden tags that I can print on, because by default, the app wants you to print in wood. I'm going to have to play around with some of the settings. I'm going to do a whole bunch of these things off on my own and print off some things that I really want to print off. And I will come back to you in 3, 2, 1. Well, I've been fiddling around with my LaserPecker and some wood and some cardboard and some cloth and even some leather for, 3 or 4 days now. I have had an absolute blast with this. Some of the projects do take quite a while to complete, but some of them actually work really, really fast. The ones that are built into the app, those ones are obviously going to be the quickest. They do have a few nifty little items in there, but I really wanted to do a lot of custom stuff, so I picked out some of my favorites. Obviously, this is the first one you saw. It is the LaserPecker logo. I printed it on a little piece of wood here. These things are going to be pretty handy. On the back, my second print didn't quite turn out very good. I had to go in and fiddle with some settings afterwards, and I did eventually get it to work, but this is supposed to be Paris, Las Vegas, their logo. Yeah, it kind of missed a little bit. Next two I printed here are Abbott and Costello. You can see they printed off very, very nicely. It looks just like what it would look like if I had used an ink pen. Each one took about 15 minutes to print. They are very small. I wanted to see just how small I could make things and still have them legible. And it seems like about 20 millimeters is the minimum, or maximum, however you want to look at it. This is one of the larger prints I did. I used the same cardstock as the Beavis and Butthead. I used 100 millimeters for the size here, and roughly, maybe an hour and a half to print this thing out. It's really, really fancy. It really, really looks great, but I think for something like this, I could probably just use a printer, especially if I'm going to be doing it on paper. But if I was going to put this on, say, the cover of my Kindle or something, this would be pretty stinking cool. In fact, that's probably what I'm going to be doing next. Next, I decided to practice a little bit on some wood. I've got the Ninja Turtles here. This is a chipboard. I think it turned out pretty good. The beginning picture was not very high quality. The only thing I could find was pictures off of a website that sells stickers that you put on your wall, and they were just not very good pictures to use. And you can see on here, it did miss some spaces, but when I looked back at the picture, that's kind of what it looked like to begin with. So, true to form, it worked really well. Now, my absolute favorite print here on this clipboard is the Turtles logo here. I think it looks fantastic. It's very nicely done. It feels very silky and smooth, and it just looks fantastic. I love this. It turned out perfect. I'm going to put this on lots of stuff. Now, my first foray into cloth is the Batman logo here. I think it turned out great. I am probably going to be putting this up here on my shelf with my Batman guys, just because I think it looks fantastic. And feeling this, it really reminds me of something. It reminds me of the cape on Boba Fett. So Boba Fett's cloth cape is two different colors of brown, much like this is two different colors of blue now, and the light brown cloth is very soft, but the dark brown cloth feels identical to this. So it makes me wonder, maybe on the Boba Fett cape, did a little bit of laser engraving. No, could be. Now, probably my absolute favorite thing that I engraved over the past couple of days is my wallet. I went ahead and put my channel logo on here. I think it turned out really, really well. You can definitely see it when I get it at the right angle. And yeah, it looks gorgeous. Down here on the edges, where my wallet's already kind of bent, you can see it kind of fuzzed out a little bit. That's okay, because yeah, my wallet's already pretty nasty looking. But one thing I do want to say, if you are etching on the leather here, expect some interesting smells. It really just smelled like I had tossed a big old bunch of hair on a fire, and we had to air out my room for about an hour. Total time here on the wallet was a little bit over 30 minutes. That's again because the type of file I used, it had a lot of space at the top and a lot of space at the bottom. And yeah, it turns out when you got a lot of space, it's still going to go one line at a time until it finally gets to the burning part. But I'm extremely satisfied with the results. Obviously, I had a whole lot of fun with this. The app on the phone works really, really well. You can pick the different types of materials, you can pick the different power, you can pick the different depth and everything. You can even do some cutting with this. I didn't do that because I've got a very small office space here, and the window is actually not in here, it's around the corner. So I didn't have enough ventilation to do some like heavy-duty wood burning or anything. But the results were really great. Every material I tried, almost every single image I tried, just came out fantastic. This is the coolest, funnest product I have used in a really long time. I am so glad I picked this up. I'm going to maybe get on some Etsy or something. Hope you guys enjoyed the video as much as I enjoyed making it and making all of this stuff. I will leave a link in the description. Like, subscribe, all that jazz. And I will see you all later. Bye.